Hi, my name is David Breslow. Did you know that most golfers spend anywhere from hundreds to thousands of dollars on things like lessons and equipment and, of course, greens fees, all in the hopes to play better golf every year? Everybody wants to play a little better, a little better, a little better. Well, of course we do. That's why we play the game, to improve. But here's what I find interesting. With all this money that's being spent on the game of golf, very little is actually being spent on the most important aspect of the game, and that is what most people call the mental game. But I really wish we could get away from that phrase, because it's much more than that. In fact, when I talk to golfers all across the world at all levels of golf, from professional to amateur, low handicap to high handicap, I say to them that the so-called mental game is 100% of their game. And most golfers hear that kind of comment and, of course, immediately resist and deny and try to explain and offer other answers that, no, Dave, it can't be 100% of the game. What about the physical part? What about the technique? What about all the training on the swing and all that stuff? And all of that is fine. But here's the proof, and I'll prove it to you. And everything I do with everybody is provable. So I'll prove it to you right now why I say the mental game is 100% of your game. And the mental game, the way I talk about it now, the way I talk about it includes your mind, your body, and your emotions. Those are the three main components of what I call the mental game. Now, that's not the proof. Here's the proof. Every time you put your hands on the golf club, all three of those elements are in play. I dare you to find a time when that's not true. And I've done this for over 25 years. I have never found anybody yet who's been able to come back to me and say, hey, I found a place, I found a time where that's not true. Because the reality is, you can't. Every time you put your hands on the golf club, your mind, your body, and your emotions are in play, and they are affecting everything you do. I don't care how mechanical you are, you cannot separate the mind, the body, and the emotions. So here's what I've always found interesting about golfers especially, is that they are so concerned with all other aspects of the game that they will spend hundreds to thousands of dollars on anything they think that will help them play better. That is anything but working on the most important part of their game. And that's what I find most interesting. So here's my appeal to you. Think of it this way. All I'm asking is that you think about 1, 2, or 3 greens fees. That's all it costs for my online audio program, Wired to Win. That's depending on how much you spend on greens fees and where you live, and if I'm having a sale or any kind of a discount at any particular time. But the most it's going to cost is anywhere from 1 to 3 greens fees. Are you willing to trade 1 to 3 rounds of golf in order to know how to use your mind, body, and emotions to play your best golf consistently over time? Because that's what I'm offering you. In fact, the things I'm teaching aren't temporary solutions at all. They are things that you can rely on today, tomorrow, next week, next month, 6 months from now, 6 years from now, 60 years from now. And I know that sounds like a big claim, but it's because of what I'm talking about. I'm teaching laws, and these laws, just like gravity, if you can think of it that way, are never going to change. They are always going to produce an outcome. So why not understand what these laws are and understand how your mind, body, and emotions are functioning together by these laws, so you can start producing the kind of golf that you know deep down inside you're capable of. That's my message here to you today. Stop spending great amount of money and time on things that are helping you temporarily. And I'm not suggesting not to buy the new club and not to take the lessons and all that. Of course you want to do that. But why not complement all that stuff for the price of 1 to 3 greens fees? That's all I'm talking about. Are you willing to trade 1 to 3 greens fees in order to trade that and up your game for as long as you're playing the game? That's my question to you. If you are, take a look at what's going on this page or on this website, if that's where you're looking at it, and check out Wired to Win. 7 laws, 21 days, play your best golf. Dave Breslow. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.